Hello and welcome to Real MTG Drafts. I'm the author, and today we're going to be doing a War of the Spark rank draft. Probably the last one before because it rotates out to M20. If you're watching on Twitch, we do appreciate a follow if you enjoy it, and if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like or subscribe buttons. It really does help. With that said, let's get on with the picks and let's see what we've got today. So Solar Blaze, not a card I like, especially not for a first pick. Good cards in this pack, a few. We've got Prison Realm, Tybalt, Skyfitter Strix if you're in blue, New Horizons, Goblin Assault Team if you're in red. I think I'd rather pick Tybalt over Prison Realm for a first pick. I'm just not big on white in this set particularly, so I think that Tybalt is probably the pick I'd go with. Skyfitter Strix also. Nothing else particularly for a good first pick, although Prison Realm is a particularly good first pick. But I do think Tybalt is probably more down my lane of play. So we'll pick the Tybalt and see where we go with pick 2.
I decided to torture you.
In this pack, Vizier Scorpion is not too bad, and here he's okay. It's good at killing an attacker if they're attacked into. Burning Prophet, I also like. Even Eternal's a pretty good blue card. I'm not sure whether we'd be playing red-blue there. And here is Stoneblade. So there's a couple of okay red cards in this pack. Again, an okay green card and an okay black card. But I do think Even Eternal is better, so it's probably between the Vizier and the Even Eternal. I might be a fool for not picking Nahiri up here. Let me just think about that. I suppose she's removal in a sense. I do think I prefer the Even Eternal. And I think a Vizier of the Scorpion we could probably get later on. I think Even Eternal is the better card over Vizier of the Scorpion there. You've got a 2/2 flyer versus a 1/1 Death Touch. A 1/1 that gives the tokens Death Touch, sorry. So I do think we'll go with the Even Eternal. Here, Law Enforcer, Cure in the right deck, Jaya's Greeting and Heartfire are both good cards. And the Spark Reaper as well. And I'm not seeing anything that says we should definitely stay blue apart from maybe Cure, and I don't see what we can. We can't do much with Cure at the moment. Spark Reaper would play and allow us to maybe sack one of our mass tokens. Jaya's Greeting's good removal though. I think Jaya's Greeting is more valuable than the Spark Reaper, only because we've already got a red card. So I think we play Jaya's Greeting there over the Heartfire as well, and we'll see what wheels to us. Lazatep Plating's a great card. Saved me a few times, can cause quite big blowouts occasionally. And Cyclops Electromancer if you're in the spells deck. I do like Grim Initiate, and I do like Skyfitter Strix again. There's a second one there. But I do think Lazatep Plating, if that's come around to us, that might be the pick. I don't know whether I think it's particularly great in limited, but it can save you sometimes. Or save a Planeswalker. It's that or the Strix, and at the moment I think we'll take the Lazatep Plating because we are quite early in the picks here. And here we're seeing Storm the Citadel, which I don't rate too much, a Spark Reaper that's come around to us, and a Goblin Assault Team. So red's looking a little bit open, and potentially black as well, considering we've seen this is the second Spark Reaper we've seen. So I think we'll pick up that Spark Reaper. See where the picks take us. Cron Triangler is a good green card. I'm not seeing much more in black to suggest that we should stay with picking those black cards. I'm seeing a second Lazatep Plating. I think its value goes down a little bit, at least after you pick the first one. So I think I'll pick here. If we're still going with pick the best card, Crunch Wrangler might be the better card. I suppose we could end up playing a Gruul deck. I'm just tossing between picking the second ladder set plating up. I know its value does go down. You don't want too many of them. But I do rate it more than Ghost form. And the other two picks would be Crunch Wrangler or Goblin Assault Team, neither of which I think we need to pick just yet. So we'll take that plating. And there's a Strix. So the fact that Strix is wheeled to me makes me think that blue is pretty open. And we're seeing a little bit of black. There's also a Pollen Bright Druid. What have we seen in green so far apart from Crunch Wrangler? I could suggest green's open, but that doesn't really go with what we've picked so far. So I think we'll take the Strix there over the Pollen Bright Druid. Looks like we're probably playing blue. Here I don't see much. Aid the Fallen and Banehound are okay. Honor the Godfarer is also okay. And a Spellkeeper Weird I don't particularly rate, although if you're going to go get back a Spark Harvest or something like that, then maybe it's worthwhile. This pick is a little bit harder. I don't know whether to pick up that Honor the Godfarer just for... might play it. I've played him before. But Banehound would be a good drop if we end up in black, and that does sort of suggest that we're going to try and stay in blue-red. But I don't like either of the blue cards either, so I think we'll pick up Honor the Godfarer and maybe regret picking the Banehound up. Is that what's going to happen there? We'll go with the Honor the Godfarer. I think we can make it work. There's another Skyfighter Strix, which is suggesting to me that blue is most definitely our open colour here. We're getting past a lot of okay blue cards. And the Goblin Assault Team also wheeled, so we'll take the Strix. Here we'll take the Assault Team. Versus a Primordial Worm, I don't rate the Hero Stoneblades too much, so Return to Nature is a good sideboard card if you're in best of 3. But apart from that, I wouldn't rate too much in best of 1. And the Spark Reaper, again. Interesting that the Spark Reapers come round to us. Chain Whip Cyclops could get us through for some killing damage. Like, are we going to play blue-red splash black potentially? I'm not sure here. I think Spark Reaper is a better card than Chain Whip Cyclops. And we'll take the Spark Reaper just in case we end up in black, and just in case we end up in black, we'll take that Dismantle Arbiter. Waterscale Crocodile is the better card there, so to the sideboard and got Behemoth anyway. Okay, here, Finale of Revelation. I think that's playable. I think if we do it, definitely locks us into blue. There's also an Ob Nixilis though, which would really help us if we end up playing black. What else am I seeing? Centaur Nurturer and Arlen's Wolf are both okay if you're in green, and Burning Prophet is also okay if we stay in red. But I do think we should probably pick Finale of Revelation there. Blue definitely looked open to us in that last set, especially with the late picks on the Skyfighter Strix. A little bit unfortunate that we're not going to be picking that Ob Nixilis up for removal. I'd like it, but I do think Finale of Revelation, draw a lot of cards, could work. There's an Eternal Skylord, so there's a nice payoff for staying in blue. But it is up against Arncrop Invader and Sarkhan's. These are both very good removal cards, in my opinion. I like both of them. Sarkhan's Catharsis can just finish games. Although Dreadhorde Butcher wielding, leaving us black-red. Oh, and a Whatley's Raptor. Wow, this is a tough pick. It's got to be the Dreadhorde Butcher, hasn't it? And move into the black-red potentially. There's a lot of good red cards there. I want to pick it up, just in case we could. We've got 2 Spark Reapers. Alright, we're not got the best red cards yet, but we could work into that. So we can take that. Interesting, because I don't see how we're going to pick up all of our... if we pick up any fixing to play it like this. But here the pick is probably another Raven Eternal for me. I'm not big on Cure, as already said, and although Gleaming Overseer is a good payoff for a staying blue-black, there's also a Lazartep Reaver which I like. This is a very good pack for blue and black. I think even Eternal is probably just a little bit better than Gleaming Overseer. So I think here the pick is an Even Eternal. We're only impacted, then I'm going to have to see what Wheels does, because this is a little bit nuts. Tyrant Scorn could come in handy. Enforcer Griffin is okay if you're in white here. Bloomhawk definitely if you're in green. Bloomhawk and Pollen Bright Druid have come round to us. It's interesting as well. This is draft's reading weird. Almost like every colour's open. Erratic Visionary and Crust of Sun I don't rate too much. Demolish if you're in best of 3 can be interesting. Dustmantle Operative, again, we've already got one, so I wouldn't pick that. I think we'll try out Tyrant Scorn here. We haven't really got any removal, and that will give us a little bit. We could just splash for Tybalt. Maybe the Gyre's Greeting. We'll take that Tyrant Scorn. Now we're seeing Devouring Hellion, which I don't mind, but it can get blown out. Versus a Herald of the Dreadhorde, which also is a pretty good card. War Screech is okay if you're in white, but I think we picked the Devouring Hellion there. I suppose we need to make the decision of whether we're red-black or black-blue. No, we'll take it. We'll take the Devouring Hellion. I suppose Ashiok's just decided it for us, but Ashiok's a particularly good card here. And Lazarus Reaver. The fact that Ashiok's reared round, I think we're going to end up playing blue-black. Although I do think that on pack 2 you should try and just stay open, and we are kind of open, I suppose. We've got good cards for both colours. So I think we'll pick up an Ashiok there. Can help us every now and then. Doesn't let him search the library. Over a Lazartep Reaver, tough pick, but Ashiok can be a particularly good card. In the right deck, of course. Here I think the best cards are Burning Prophet. And Curious Dawnbreak is good. I suppose if we're going to end up blue-black, then... Let's just take out the red cards. I just want to see where we're at, sort of if we did go blue-black. The Dawnbreaker could help us here. We'll have quite a bit of a mass, a few tokens about. And if we were to go red, I think we take the Dawnbreaker and a Davriel. So Davriel can, I beg your pardon, Davriel combined with Ashiok I like, and there's also an Ashiok Skulker there, which is a good sign, and there's a Sarkhan's Catharsis. So I think we pick up Davriel.
The mask is scary, but underneath I'm just a normal Diabolist.
This pack I actually like I Am Bully more than Vraska's Finisher. We are very short on removal. I suppose we could splash the Gyre's Greeting in there, and maybe splash for Tybalt as well, just because very good cards. But out of this pack, Well, I suppose just because we're almost definitely blue, we take stealth mission. And here we pick up a Sarkis Catharsis, most definitely. I don't like Prismite for fixing. You're going down 1 mana to fix yourself. So I actually don't rate Prismite too much, and I actually rate Kai's Ghost Form most out of this pack, or maybe Shriek Diver. But we've got Even Eternals at the 3 mana slot, so I'm not really looking to play Shriek Divers. We'll go with Ghost Form. And I suppose we'll pick up Crush Descent there just to hold it up, and a Wall of colours. And a Grazer for the side page. Mizium Tank, not a card I rate to pick, but Narset is, and a Lazotep Reaver there as well. Angrass Rampage too. I do think blue-black's our colours, and we'll just take Narset here.
The past, present, and future are bound by
Arlen Voice of the Pack is good, but Spark Harvest is better, and Spark Harvest being most definitely the best card in this pack. There is a Guild Globe there, which I suppose I would like maybe, but we'll go with that Spark Harvest. And here we've got another Lazotep Plating, but we've also got an Obnix Delicious Cruelty, so here we're starting to pick up our removal. Obnix Delicious Cruelty over Sorin's first, yeah, I think so. They're both instants. Lazotep Plating is good as well, but we have already got 2, so I don't think we'll be picking that. I am quite happy. Gateway Plaza could be a very good pick for us right now, just so that we can splash in our few red cards. But Obnix Delicious Cruelty is a good black card. Here there's another Skyfair Strix, so I think we found our lane. Our lane is definitely blue-black. Wish we maybe found it a little bit earlier. I think that Lazotep Plating might wheel, considering how many times we've seen him wheel around. So I think here the pick is Strix again. I'm not too fussed on playing 3 Skyfair Strix. I like all of them. Or maybe we do play the Guild Globe now. Over the Tidebearer Giant, our top end is a Dam Breaker currently. Let's just take that out. We don't have any big creatures apart from that Dam Breaker. I'm starting to think maybe we take Tidebearer Giant. What's our 2 drops? 2 drops, Skyfitter Strix and Lazotep Plating, lots of them. Dustman Operative probably gets cut. I think we take the Guild Globe because I don't really see anything else in the pack that appeals apart from the Tidebearer Giant, and that probably almost definitely we're right in saying that no one's playing black. So I'll go with the Guild Globe. Here I like Chandra's Pyro Helix, and I do like it more than Tibot's Rager, but sticking with the black-blue, Shadow Fugue might play right. We have got Davriel as well. We could just shred their hand turn 3 and 4 if we got both of them. And it's only going up against Banehound really, or maybe Aid the Fallen. So I think we do take Shadow Fugue there. I don't think it's the best card, but at that point in turn 4 they're not going to have too much left in their hand, so whatever we're taking is probably things they wanted to keep. A second Shadow Fugue I'm not too happy to see. Into Planar Beacon, we have got a couple of Planeswalkers, but I don't think we should be leaning too heavily on that. A second Shadow Fugue, maybe not, and it's a first time twist is good as well. I think the Beacon is probably the better card though, although the Shadow Fugue, I don't think I want to play more than 1 of that, so we'll play the Beacon there. Here I'm liking Ghost Form or maybe Stealth Mission. I don't particularly like either of the cards, but they're better than what I'm seeing, and we don't need a 3-drop Naga Eternal, I don't think. Our 3-drop slots currently spent taking out their stuff. Again, we are short on big creatures. I suppose we need to prioritise creatures now because we've not got a lot of them. I'll pick up the Naga Eternal because I'm a little bit worried about where we're sat with creatures. Probably won't play it though. And there's a Tidebearer Giant, but it's over a Sorin's first, and that I find quite tough. But again, we're definitely in need of creatures. So we'll take the time every time. Beg your pardon again. Emergent Zone could come in handy for us, but not particularly, I don't think. So I think we'll take Teferi's Time Twist. Soren's first wield, so we'll take Soren's first. We'll take Sealy's Silverwing, I don't like it though, and here is Stoneblades, and Bayhand got that round to us as well. So we were right to be in black-blue. I've probably missed a couple of picks. It took me a little bit too long to decide that we were definitely in black-blue. But considering where we're at, I think this deck's turned out okay. Not great, but definitely okay. I'm happy that we've got Ghost Form and Spark Harvest. I like that we got 3 Skyfighter Strix. I think this deck's going to go alright. I think we can possibly take Tyrant's Scorn out. We've got Soren's first, Spark Harvest. We're definitely taking Crush Descent out. Alright, we haven't got a huge amount of ways of killing stuff, so we will drop 3 more cards. I'm not really too sure what they should be. I don't actually know how good Finale of Revelation is or whether I want to play it, but I think it will be good drawing. Say we play it for turn 6 and we draw 4. That can't be too bad. I think stealth missions the way we go there. I'm not really too happy with our top end. I'd have liked a bit more of a bomby card at that top end. And we don't need the Gold Globe if we're actually going to strip right down to black and blue, really. I think there, take out Guild Globe and the Dustmantle Operative. So this is the deck I think we're going to start with. I'm semi-happy with it. It's not as happy as usually I would be, but I think it's okay. And then we go, let's get on with the games. What did you think to the deck build? Do you think there's anything we could have done differently? Is there anything you'd have done differently? I'm not sure how the games are going to go, so let's see. Hello, Tose, I suppose we pronounce that. And I think that's an okay hand. We've got a little bit of removal, we've got an Ashiok to get out nice and early, and we've got a Spark Reaper to put out onto the field, and we've got all of our lands, so if we draw anything we'll be able to play it. I think that's okay. So that's my 7th for the Spark Draft, still not seen a single God Eternal. Hello? Now I'm going to go Banehound here, which I like. We're going to go Banehound into turn 3 Ashiok. Potentially even Spark Reaper, depending on what he plays out. He's played an Emergent Zone and Plains, so the fact he's playing Plains already makes me feel a little bit better about the matchup. Tempted to put out the Strix there. Stop him dealing any combat damage, but he hasn't got any counters out yet, so we will put out that early Ashiok. He's going to swing into it, but to get 4 cards off him this early allows us to have a little bit of a look for his deck as well. The exiled graveyard is. War Screecher and Rising Populace, so he's playing white-black. I think I'm quite happy to swing in with Banehound here. We can't block, and if he blocks off the Grateful Apparition, that's good for us. We can get a Strix out on top of that. He didn't know, so he's obviously got a plan. Or not. See, looking through his graveyard and what he's played so far, I feel like we've definitely got the better deck, having looked at his cards, unless obviously he drops down a Ketra or another God Eternal. That has helped him a little bit with Ashok there. Gonna be able to strip a few more cards off him though.
You're not scared enough.
No point in him proliferating. And there we've gone level. So I think we put out the Strix. I suppose you could combat Trickers with a Defiant Strike, but this does allow us to just strip another 4 cards off him with Ashok and take the block, try to kill him off. Is it worth keeping Ashok out on the field? Maybe. It could be worth keeping him out on the field actually. Depending on how much he wants to search his library, which currently is none, so I think he's playing Whiteback Periphery. I'd like to see a rare that made him choose White-Black. We'll probably save this Ob Nixilis' Glory to take it out. There's not an Ethereal Absolution in this block. See, right now he's deciding whether to swing in. If he swings in, I'm pretty confident he's got the Defiant Strike. Or I suppose he's just going to go for the kill there. Feel like baiting out that Defiant Strike. He's got it. At least we've got the Great Blackness. Never mind that Ashok's down. He's down to 20 cards, so we are in a commanding position here, I think. We'll play down a second Strix. And we can now hold up Ob Nixilis' Cruelty. I would put Spark Reaper down maybe, but I'd like to hold it up just in case to play something that I can't deal with. We've got flyers at the moment, we've got a little bit of lifelink, so we're definitely in the stronger position in the game here. I wonder if he's got a couple of Prison Realms maybe. Sorin's first in the graveyard there, and a Cruel Celebrant. I don't think Cruel Celebrant's going to make much of a difference at the moment. Not when we're gaining life, but I suppose he has just stopped us gaining life off the main hand. I'm curious, the fact that he's done that makes me maybe want to put Spark Reaper down. Just because now we can sack the Bane Hound. We'll keep him up as a blocker while we attack, and then we can sack the Bane Hound. And I won't hold up Ob Nixilis' Cruelty this turn. I'll let him put down whatever he's going to put down, and then we'll Ob Nixilis' Cruelty instead. And this way... Oh, this way we could swing in and actually... we should. I'm going to swing with everything and then we'll sack off the Bane Hound when he blocks it. Draw a card and gain a life as well, so Spark Reaper playing his part here. Curious Dambreaker might close the game out for us, to be honest, if he's not got anything in the way of dealing with us and he's not put down anything just yet. Can't remember how many Haven Eternals we've got, I think we've got 2. He's a slow player. I'm not the fastest player myself.
There are 2
Okay, so here he's
kinds
going
of
to try and
agents.
exile.
Those who lose.
He could exile the Dambreaker as soon as we put it in. He hasn't got enough mana to Defiant Strike. I'm curious as to why he didn't kill. Well, you can't kill it with Wanderer. There you go. I knew that was good, but we got rid of the Cruel Celebrant, so that was a gain. Do I swing into the Wanderer here so that I can play out the Dambreaker? Or do I just swing into his health and he will eventually use the Wanderer? Okay, no, we're gonna go for it because hold up Obnix's cruelty if he comes in with anything particularly big.
Sloppy work.
And 2 damage I think we can afford to take at the moment to not lose the dam breaker as soon as we put it out. Gives us a couple of turns to draw a card as well, just to make sure that we've got something in our hand. 2 cards on 2 at the moment. I'm curious as to what he might have in his hand now. If he's digging for a grateful apparition, then he's not got a lot, because he's quite desperate here to proliferate his Wanderer back into some level of killing power. And do I Obnix to list the grateful apparition so I can swing into the Wanderer? I feel like that was quite a desperate play. I feel like he needs a blocker. Drawing that, which I don't like. I'm going to swing in because we'll at least get 2 damage on, 1 damage on the Wanderer, sorry, to bring it down. Okay, so he's decided he's not too bothered about protecting it now.
You'll have to do better than that.
I'm definitely holding up the Obnix's cruelty. I want to make sure that whatever card he's got in hand there, which he's not playing, which is curious because it makes me think he's probably got something that he can kill me with. I'll let him have that because I can still swing him for 2. He's tapped out. Can't say I'm quite happy to see Soren's first there. So I believe that this is where we go. I think we can probably force a concede here. So we'll swing in like that and get rid of the Wanderer.
Farewell.
Soren's first Celebrant. Oh, I should have done that before our Strix went off. Didn't think about the fact that there was an instant spell there. My bad. I'll have to remember that for the next game. I'll let him gain that life. Now I'll just put out the Dam Breaker. I've also got a funny feeling he's held up doing little kills now to just deal with anything that I put out as well. But at 5-6 at this point, when we're both through top decking, yeah. I think we're top decking now to decide who wins the game. And considering that I've got Obnix's cruelty in hand, I think that's me. Just because anything he does decide to, why did he do that? He's got no cards now. Unless he's already decided that he's lost. I'm going to put Kaya's Ghost Form on the Dam Breaker, and that basically saves the game. Because me, I'd concede right now. They must know that it's basically game, so we'll swing him for 9. He's not going to block it, that's quite interesting. He's going to try and keep himself alive for another turn or 2 to try and draw something particularly good. Unfortunately, that won't be his card. Flyers and a 5-6. Is he going to try and race me to death? It's interesting. But I don't think he wins by doing that. Definitely not. Now we've got a Lazartech plating out. I'll let him choose blockers for potentially just play Lazartech plating. I'm going to play Lazartech plating now because he's got nothing in hand and it will take him down to 2 life. Is what I'm getting at there. And the trick to kill him next turn. So I think he played quite well there. That's game 1 in the bag. Even a God Eternal right now wouldn't win the game for him. So I think that went quite well. Get on with game 2 as quick as we can. 2, 4, 5. I just went hit me for 5. There you go. You win. Good game. Concede before it's my turn. Or you're not actually going to concede before it makes play out. That's poor shame. So, well played, Tose. I thought that was quite good. I don't think that the deck he had there was particularly overpowered. He did not pick the best cards from my experience of playing with Horde Spark. From what I could see, he didn't even have what I'd call some of the best cards for white, only a couple of them. So I think that really there we were matched up against a deck that was a bit underpowered compared to what we're playing. We don't know that he didn't have a catcher or something in his deck, though he could have played it. I think we'll keep that. Tyrant Scorn is going to allow us to destroy anything they put out. Banehound for early damage, Shadow Cube on turn 4. This is the kind of hand that this deck would like. Be really nice if that Spark Reaper was Davriel instead. But now we're up against white blue, so that's probably Flyers. Honestly, I think we hold up Tyrant Scorn here and swing in to try and get rid of that Grateful Apparition, which again he's not going to do, and it's going to give us the 1 life. So we're already 2 life up and 2 damage. If he plays a 3-drop creature, which I'd like him to, we'll Tyrant Scorn it. He's not going to. Spark Harvest is good as well, though. So right now, put out Spark Reaper, swing with Banehound. Here we just essentially sack Banehound to kill that. I'm actually going to Shadow Fugue him to get rid of whatever's in his hand. The Guard Mage, sorry, Guild Mage. Too much Ravnica playing there. The Guard Mage isn't going to be able to do a lot to us particularly. It bounces off our Spark Reaper for 1. I don't know, attacks, because there's no point. May as well hold up blockers. Swing with Banehound, he kills it. If I swing with both, he probably blocks Banehound just because he can kill it. Kind of expecting that, so the game's a little bit tied up now, but we're swinging back in for 4. He's going to pop that back out as 3-4. We're definitely wasting cards on that Guild Mage there. That was a good play. I liked it. We could just pay 4 there. I think he may try to buff the Guard Mage up more, and really we could sack Banehound to Spark Reaper to draw a card here, which might just do us a little bit more benefit. The reason I'm doing that is because Banehound's basically not going to be able to attack now. And we've got our own time twist there, so quite happy with that. We can exile our Spark Reaper on the end step there. And no attacks, no point. Make our own 3-4 is what I'm going with. He has managed to Jace I don't think is particularly great at all, so I'm quite happy to see Jace there.
Manipulation.
I'm going to be able to swing into him as well. We'll take that.
Always an answer.
We did just see the Dam Breaker go in there though, so that I'm not too happy about. But we can use Tyrant Scorn to get it. No, we can't. Sorry. It's me bad reading again. Now we'll pass to attackers here. We've got some flyers in the air at the moment, that's causing trouble. before my turn, I'm going to just pull that spark into a hand using our own time twist. Put down that land. Is that Jace that's causing that effect? What's making it cost me more? What's making Spark Carvers cost more than 4, making it cost 5 mana? What have I missed here? Okay. I'm gonna play Tab Bear down. Sorry, I'm not sure what I missed there. I'm not sure why it was costing more to play Spark Harvest down. Definitely a bit happier with that now. You can swing in for 5. I'm gonna kill his board this turn, I think.
Let's try
this. On JC. If you draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game. Misplays Stalker, which is another big card. This one's tough. I think we possibly lost this game. It's sort of slipped away from us, it feels. Everything our hands black, I've moved that. Right, so for one, I'll play this for 4. I'm not going to sack anything, we're going to get rid of that garbage. And here, I'm going to get rid of Great Black Russian. I'm sure the player is bored of damage now, I think. Can't kill either of our creatures here, so I'm going to swing at Jace. It's going to knock him right back down there.
Should have seen that coming.
Should have seen that coming. This game is a little bit harder than the last game, and I thought it was going well to begin with. Teo I don't like as well, so here he's playing a fair few cards that I don't think are particularly good.
This will come in handy.
And he's milling me, which is interesting. I'm gonna play Narset and hopefully reveal a nice
I
removal
know
card for that
88 women
Ashiok.
keep an open mind.
We didn't. You know what we'll do? We'll actually pop it back to his hand, I think. I think that's the only thing we should do with it. Although he's not on low life, so that's probably a waste of a turn. He's just going to block the Tide Bearer Giant now, though. Do you know what? I'm going to go no attacks instead. Sort of got me pinned here. I can't really do a lot. He's going to try and mill me with Jace.
This is what I trained for.
Teo's not going to do much here now, so we'll let him roll me with Jace for now. He's stripping off some of our best cards though, so I'm not sure if we can pull out of this now. I think a little bit too much has gone into the graveyard. Even Eternal, Skyfitter Strix, Spark Harvest. We've lost a lot of cards now. But I do think maybe a Tyrant Spawn on that Skyfitter Strix wouldn't go amiss. I'll let him resolve that. Ah, I thought he'd do that. Now I'm going to bounce it to his hand. No counters on it. It's not as big as a Tide Bearer Giant. I'm going to my turn. I'm quite happy with that. Spark Reaper's quite here. I'm going to use this Spark Reaper. Sack this Spark Reaper. Draw an Obnixilus's Cruelty, which is perfect.
With thoughtfulness before action.
And we'll take Finale of Revelation there as well. Draw as many cards as we can. Now I'll swing into Jace, because Jace is causing the problem. And that's how I expected him to block. Shrunk his board down quite a lot there, and the Squawker's going to cost most of his mana to come back out and just get Obnixilus's Cruelty straight away. So I'm not too worried about that. Jace is getting silly at the moment, so how many turns have I got with that? I've got another 5 turns. Plus me drawing, so actually no, more like 2 or 3 turns.
I won't forget our time.
If he's going to open himself up like that though, sort of, oh, good play. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. It's not quite 10.
Anything to support my allies.
We're getting really close though to that 10 mark, so actually. That we've got much more removal left in those 9 cards, so. Do I want to draw 5 of them? Probably just so we can have a look, don't we? So 2 plus 5, 7. X is 5. I think that was the only way for us to survive anything particular there. We have to swing at Jace, otherwise we're going to be getting ultimated to death.
Let's think this through.
You get the better cards off us then, probably. Right, it's definitely time to Cruelty off the Ashiok Skulker. How are we going to stop Jace from killing us? I don't think I can. Genuinely don't think I can. I think he's actually killed us with Jason. I don't particularly like Jason, but just couldn't get the damage through to him.
I'll
there.
have to order 20. Empty your mind.
I mean, I'm not going to kill him with Ashiok here. It's just not going to happen. Hey, it's helped over here as well. Good game. Good game. And you know what? I'm actually quite. That was a really good game. You
All
definitely
I've
deserved
left
the win
you
there.
is pain.
It was a shame. But it's not the first. It's the first time I've been milled out actually. In War of the Spark, which is unusual. I've seen people get milled out quite a few times when watching on YouTube and stuff. But it's the first time I've personally been milled out. But what do you think to that game? Did I make any play mistakes there? I'm just trying to think back over it and see if there's anything I can think of that went wrong, or maybe where I could have played a bit more aggressively on that Jace to stop him of having so long just taking cards off me. Maybe I should have played into the Obnixilus's a bit quicker. I quite like that. We've got a fair bit of removal there, 3 colours, and a way to make our Planeswalkers a little bit cheaper. We get to go play down turn 1 as well, which has been our play all the games so far. Here I'm actually going to go Tyrant Squad, so we can hold up against whatever he puts out next. maybe bounce. Anything, and then battlefield trigger really in our deck, which is even Eternals or it's tough. Yeah, we've had trouble getting rid of anything with Tyrant Spawn in the last game, so. Oh, I didn't want to return it to his hand. That was a mistake. I wanted to kill it. We'll swing now. I think I'd rather him block with his token, but he's not going to. It's going to allow us to gain a bit of life, so if anything, maybe that helped, but I actually want to destroy that creature, not bounce it to his hand. It's a mistake. So there you go, if we lose this game, not destroying Lazatep Reaper was a mistake. Although it has allowed him to play it again, which means that Davriel Shadow Fugue is going to hurt a little bit more, because he'll have a better hand. I know he played a little bit more of it out. Chose not to attack, that's quite interesting. I'm just going to Shadow Fugue him. I don't see anything that we need to kill particularly. I think we're in quite a good place again, although Banehound's not going to win us the game, but we've got removal on his biggest cards. That was definitely a tough hit for him, and he's put in a Spark Reaper and a Kai's Ghost Form, so if they're his worst cards, his hand's probably quite good. Oh, so I'm quite happy I held up Obnix's Cruelty. Kept it in my hand, sorry, not held it up. We haven't got any mana to play it. Should I turn the desktop audio down again? It seems to be peaking quite a lot while I'm playing. If anyone can get in the chat, let me know if that's causing issues. I'd appreciate that. We'll have a blue and a black. And we'll tap the blue. So I'm just trying to get Narset down here without making any mistakes.
If you wish to
Ability.
your prowess.
Nothing in there. And he's going to kill us, so that was probably a mistake. But I just wanted to keep amassing because he seems to be playing quite a heavy amass deck. So if I can get that amass token to like a 10 and then kill it with, actually I'm going to need to kill it with Obnix's Cruelty the next time he amasses, which was there. So I should have expected that when it dies. That kept us from taking 4 damage there.
Such violence is upsetting.
We're now at a position where we can play the Dam Breaker. So I will. There's our block. We've not managed to trigger proliferate off the Dam Breaker. I don't think I played particularly well in this game actually. Another Grim Initiate. So he's going to be trying to swing in. We've stopped him swinging. Lazatep plating and Obnix's Cruelty being held up now. I think we can swing in. I'm going to play with that. I think we can. He's going for the big block. He's not. He's just mega amass. This is exactly what I wanted him to do in a sense. That was brilliant. Have your triggers. You must have seen this one coming. End turn. Oh, mistakes from me then. It's gone to a 6. Survived that Obnix's Cruelty. But it held up the blockers. I'm not happy that we're drawing land there. How do we kill his 6-6? We don't. No attacks. We're at a stalemate, because if I swing in against his 6-6, he blocks, and I know I can kill it with Obnix or Security, but I'm leaving him a whole hand. I don't want to be that far behind on board. I'm ready to prevent anything that he does, in a sense. So here we go. Let's start getting our board out, and then maybe I'll feel a bit more confident to I'm a bit happy with that. We've got a flyer now, so I can start putting the pressure back on. Oh man. I'm not discarding any cards. We're playing laser set plated. I'm not too bummed there. He had to burn a pretty big spell for him there. That could have gone really bad. We let it come round to my turn, then we've now got a Strix. We're in now. We're in now. In with the flyers. And his 6-6 just can't swing in anymore. It's getting a bit hard for him. So, for as much a mass, I really did think we were losing this game. I think it's starting to swing slightly back in our favour again. It does depend on what's in his hand though. He could have some mega spells. He managed to eat up our Lazartech plate in there. Is he finally going to swing? No? Okay. If he goes this turn without playing anything, I'm quite happy with that. Again, I'm just going to swing with the 2-2. The reason for that is because I think he's mathing up here and he's going with that I'll block with the Strix. And he's not liking that matchup there. He can deal 5 damage to me, I'm not bothered about that. And I think the worst thing for him here is I can block with the Strix, for example, and then Obnix, so this is Cruelty, his token. So it's really not that much of a threat anymore, as long as I always hold up the Obnix this Cruelty. And the second Lazartech plating just played perfectly there. Let me just keep chipping away. He's hoping to draw into something. I can protect from another Sarkhan's Kvass if he tries that again. Although I don't think when it enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Okay. Not too bothered about that. I think he's going to try and make his swing now. No? Okay. In which case he's actually letting me get my board up a little bit too much, I think. While taking damage from my flyers. We've got him down to 7 now, 4 blockers. Oh, Turret Ogre has reach. Didn't realise that. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Oh no. Alright, we'll sack it. Oh, that was a mistake. I forgot that Turret Ogre has reach. And we've held up Lazartech plate in there. Oh no. We've left him open for a swing, I think. It's not going to be a game-winning one, but it's going to be a big swing. This is going to be big. He's not going to swing. Okay. I'm going to discard a card because he's obviously holding up some big cards here. And he'll start taking some damage.
Think you'll be needing that.
He'll be quite inclined to swing in at Davriel as well. So there's a Crush Descent in there, he's waiting for me to play big cards. None of which ever came. Oh, I can't swing with the Strix now because of the Turret Ogre. I'll let him stall the game. Go on, stall the game. He's going to take 2 damage a turn from Davriel right now, so he kind of has to all out swing at me. and if that's the case, he's lost as well. So he's in a very tough position here, unless he can all of a sudden give everything trample. I think we're all right. Played a black red blue deck. It's funny because we were quite close to ending up in a black red blue deck. He's letting it roll around to us again. This guy's making some mega mistakes in a sense. Submit with Dabriel again. And we'll put our Ash up too. Still hold up our combo. So I played the Lad's template in there because that's actually better than Crush Descent. It actually cancels out the Crush Descent. It can't do anything to us as far as if I'm right. Oh, apparently it can. I'm not playing two. Okay, so I made a mistake there. I thought that could cancel out the Crush Descent. And we'll exile his graveyard as well, so no bringing anything back against us, although I don't think that's really been his game plan. And we'll go no attacks. A little bit gutted I use the...
What a whiner.
I need to stop making mistakes like that because they're going to cost me games against bigger boards. Oh, he drew a land. Okay. So now it is time for him to start swinging. I'm not surprised he took Davriel, but does he not want to swing with anything else? Oh, he's trying to gain some life. This might be quite wounding for him then, when I take out this turret ogre. And his Ob Nixilis' cruelty. And then I mill 4 cards. To make sure he's just got nothing left. The reason I'm doing this is because if he does block, I'm at least either getting the Manticore or I'm going to get the 10-10 out of there. Having done that the other way around, I should have Spark Harvested the Zombie Army and Ob Nixilis' cruelty, his Invading Manticore. Okay, so he got the kill there, which I'm quite impressed with, to be honest. One life left though, so
Yeah, not really.
he either can't. He's got to play the card. It's criminal shit. Good game. It is good game as well because there's not a lot you can do to me now. So that game was tender hooks. It was a little bit slow to start with. It didn't go perfectly by any means. We'll take 5, and we'll take the game with that. Well, what did you think of that game? So that game I think actually went okay, like I was saying, sorry, it was getting off to a slightly slow start. It wasn't spectacular at least. I felt like we were on the back foot. But I feel like the longer the game went on there, the more we came into our element, and the less he got in his hand, the better it was getting. So far I feel like the deck's playing okay. Feels pretty consistent. We're always managing to chip off damage. We're currently 2 for 1. This hand, however, I'm not so fond of. Although we've got our land, we've got no creatures. And I don't think they're playing... Alright, you know what, we will, because we'll Tyrant Scorn whatever he puts out and play into Davriel, so we'll get some of those cards out of his hand nice and early. It's not a great hand, this isn't at all, but it might be okay, depending on what deck he's playing. And I don't want to pass up the chance of having a good land drop. And we've got a way of saving Davriel now, so I'm quite happy with that. We're end turn, and Tyrant Scorn whatever his first creature is, I suppose. If he's not playing a creature, however, we will roll around to our turn. And instead, just play Davriel. Discard cards.
I'm bored.
I suppose, what could he have in his hand at the moment? He could remove Davriel. I think there's a few spells he could have in his hand. Davriel's only on 2. Any of the reasonable removal spells could pop him down. Although he's just lost the Jaya's Greeting, so unless he's got one in his hand. Total the Invasion. Probably takes the Lazartech plating. He took the Tyrant Scorn. Fair enough. Want Davriel back on the field as much as possible, and make him discard what will have got 3 cards out of him at least, maybe even 4. I can hold up Lazartech play in here, so anything he does decide to cast on me, I can stop. Even Eternal is actually a good card. We are stripping his hand down now though. That was to be expected. We'll let him have that, and we'll have it come back from the Ghost form.
No one has seen my face and lived.
I'm pretty happy with the fact that we've seen Spark Reaper come out there, so
let's tidy up in there.
I'm actually going to time twist Davriel away from his Haven Eternal, because that's where he's going to go with this. He's going to try and swing in now to take Davriel out, and if we time twist him we get another discard out of it. Although Eternal Skylord, so maybe he wasn't going down that route. He's made a big board of flyers here. This is going to be tough for us to take out. We've got no removal. We've not drawn much in the way of a decent creature yet either. Again, massively expected. So we'll have Davriel get exiled and not destroyed. Pass.
Dealing with you will be easier than dealing with demons. Empty your mind.
He's got no hand now. He has got a board full of flyers, but if we can drop the Eternal Skylord, we can deal with that a little bit. And Davriel is going to be popping off now. Apart from the fact that he swings in and takes him out, so no, Davriel's not going to be popping off. I was wrong there. Okay. Where are we at here? I'm going to get rid of the Skylord. I don't like it being out. I wonder what his response there was. Why is he waiting on me? Maybe we should keep Spark Reaper out here, but I feel so on the back foot in this game, and it's partly because he's got lots of flyers on the board at the moment.
Oh, finally, nap time.
He's left us a 1-1 now, so we can block off against that token as well. Could even make it a 2-2. He's got land in his hand. It'll have hurt. Like Davriel having stripped away most of his hand at the start of the game there, it'll have hurt quite a bit. Oh, I apologise for that. No attacks, because I don't think we can actually afford to attack. Normally I'd say maybe chip. There you go. That was all we needed, an excuse to start to make him waste 6 mana, I suppose. 5 mana, beg your pardon. He has played one of the toughest games I've played today, I think. Struggling to draw anything that will deal with his board. Right now, I suppose I'd want Nob next versus Cruelty. Take out that token. Called it. Goodbye. That's brought us a turn. Maybe right now, Spark Harvest would be nice. Just trying to think what the removal we picked. Don't want to take 3 damage a turn. If that's Sarkin's Catharsis in his hand as well, it's basically game to him of the land. Banehound will do. Banehound will do because we can swing in and gain a life with it, and we are chipping him down. If he keeps swinging in at me like that, then it's a little bit of a good state. He's looking for his graveyard. I suppose he's wondering what he's got left. He's played some good cards on us though. Toll of the Evasion, a Giant's Greeting. I like both of these. That hurt quite a bit, I suppose. He took out our way to deal with the Haven Eternal in a sense. Took a removal card off us. Again, I'm going to move to gain a life back, so basically only doing 2 damage. We'll play Narset. Come on, give us a Spark Harvest.
Mind and body, meditate and
Ah,
prepare.
that's a bit wounding. Does she put him back on the bottom? Yes. We've got to gain the life. Keeps us alive. Just that extra turn. And he might swing at Narset now, which just buys us another turn. He probably wants to swing at Narset because she's going to allow us to effectively draw another card if we can. Aid the Fallen was good there to get the Eternal Skylord back, although he's not going to be playing it this turn. We definitely need removal now. He did manage to hit me for 4 damage.
I have just the trick for this.
Ouch! Say goodbye to the Skylord. Although we have lost because we drew a land. And I've got to attack, so yeah. Good game. I felt like we really pasted his hand there and that was going quite well, but it didn't. So we're 2 wins for 2 losses at the moment. I mean, that's a fairly good win ratio. I'd like to hit the sort of 4 wins mark is where I usually like to get to. Obviously if we can get to 7 it's always good. And I think that's the kind of hand that could get us there. But we've not got the land. There we go, that's a much better hand. And ooh, I think we'll get rid of Lazatep Plate in here. Doesn't play as well as the other cards, really, that we've got in our hand there. We probably want Tidebearer Giant. And Spark Reaper would be nice to start with as well. 2 land is not enough. We really need to draw that extra land. Red, white. Plenty of removal. I sort of like playing on the back foot a little bit when I'm playing black-blue. Allows me to make sure that I take out the right creatures because he plays his hand, he'll rush before us, won't he? So they play the hand out a little bit quicker. Always makes me pretty confident. I think we put out Skyfighter Strix just so we can block the War Screecher at least. So Rising Populace could get pretty big. Haven Eternal is definitely the play there. So we're building up our board of flyers at the moment and just keeping him pinned. I'm not too worried about the 2 damage off the Trusted Pegasus at the moment, and I'd rather just get my 1 damage in. Probably sack that token off the Spark Harvest for any big card he puts out in a minute. We've got Ashok and Davriel in hand, so if he keeps playing in this style, then I think that holds up well for us. Rush his hand out. Kill our creatures, which aren't great, But the Tide Bearer Giant will be a nice late drop if we ever do draw enough land for it. Goblin Assault Team's going to help him here, but unfortunately does get blocked off. Ouch. Okay, so that was well played for him. And we've got to get rid of the Trusted Pegasus then, haven't we? I don't think we can afford for that to be putting stuff into the air all the time, especially with Rising Populace on the field. At 4 mana we could just play Spark Harvest now and get rid of Rising Populace. But I think we're best served putting out Davriel, sorry.
I do hope this mask is intimidating enough. I don't think you'll be needing that.
Soda Blaze. In 3 back 4, no, we won't attack this turn. I don't want to be taking too much damage, and he's going to want to get rid of Davriel, maybe. Maybe not, considering that he's just put out another Trusted Pegasus. I wonder what that last card in his hand is. It must be okay. Although if he's looking at playing it right now, it can't be that good, because it's a 2 mana card. Did he really just swing his whole board? If that's the case, that changes my blocking entirely. Have it. I'm happy with that.
Is void.
Take no damage. Let's put counters. The tough choices there are coming more from the fact that I'm just not sure where I want to sack things off as such. This is tough because I am actually going to have to take out, considering that's how he did it. I think I've just lost. I don't see what I can do against this deck. It's just chucking it all up into the air constantly. This is tough. Very tough. If I put down the Tide Bearer, he swings, he kills me. So I can't put down Tide Bearer Giant. It's going to have to be. I don't see what else I could have done there. I suppose I could have played Tide Bearer Giant, but I'd have lost even more life and made it even harder to stay alive. This way I only take 2 damage. But that way he kills me, so good game. Well, we've bailed out there, unfortunately. Not so good. The last game, I think, I don't know whether I could have played that any better. I think there's definitely play mistakes. My game's not flawless by any means. I make quite a few play mistakes sometimes. 2 wins is a little bit disappointing, but 2 wins and 3 losses can be the reality sometimes. It can just as easily be 3 wins and 2 losses, and then then it's not too much of a bad deal. Yeah, a little stunned out there, but we got the bonus pack, so we can't whinge at that. We'll be back on Friday at 2 PM with another draft. That's GMT. Let's open the pack before we finish and see where we're at. not too bad. Bond of Insight and Vivian's Grizzly, both interesting cards. Paradise Druid's basically great at the moment. Dreadhorde Arcanist I'm not too fond of. And a Khan's Bastion. So not particularly good rares out of. May have to play some giant monsters in a bit. This looks quite interesting. I'll probably stream that if I do get around to it. As it stands, thanks for watching. I've been the author. If you have enjoyed the video, please click the follow button so you can catch us when we're back streaming live again. And if you are watching on YouTube, please click the like button and click the subscribe button so you can find out when we get new content. We do post weekly drafts and any other videos I get a chance to put up as well. On that note, again, thanks for watching. I quite enjoyed that draft even though it went wrong, and hopefully next time we get 7 wins. See you all again soon. I've been the author. We've been Real MTG Drafts. Goodbye.